All right, well, we're expecting a few more people, but we can kind of get started here. I'm Sandy Yee, and I want to welcome you to both the University Library System and the School of Library and Information Science. I am the dean of both of those things, and I find it incredibly exciting to be here at Wayne State University because of both of what the libraries are doing as well as what the school is doing. Our School of Library and Information Science, as many of you know, prepares librarians for their jobs out in the field. And I wanted just to relate a quick story that I heard from one of our employers twice this week, who, and this is Cliff Hanka at Michigan State University, who stopped me and said, "We are thrilled with your graduates. We have several new librarians at Michigan State that came from your program at Wayne State University, and they got in here, hit the ground running. They're some of our best new librarians." So we are very pleased with that, but one of the things that we don't want to do is to just stay stagnant. And so at the school, we are now looking at what we need to do to update the curriculum to make sure that we are ready for the future and that our graduates are ready for the future. So we don't want to plan just for what's happening in 2014 or 2015, but we're going to be planning for what's happening out into beyond. This program is absolutely a fantastic program. The digital preservation area under Kim's leadership really has blossomed. I have very, very good responses and notes from people at the National Archives in Washington, D.C. about some of the things that our students are doing as interns. And we know that this is an area that is not only really critical as we go forward and make sure that we preserve those things that are now born digital as well as those things that we are translating from print to digital well into the future. But also we know that this is an area that is going to blossom and increase the number of graduate positions open. So this is something that's very important that we do. I think this program today is outstanding, and I want to congratulate those of you that planned it and that are a part of it. And I'm very pleased to be here with you today to enjoy the program and to learn about some of the things that you are doing. So let me turn it over to Kim Schroeder, who is the mastermind behind the digital preservation area, and go.
Thank you, Dean Yee. I'm going to be very brief because we have a pretty aggressive program. We have a lot to cover today. And has everybody that's online, they've been able to hear us? We're good? Okay. So we have about over 70 people RSVP'd for today. Last time we did this, we had 100 participants. We were really surprised. And people float in and out throughout the day, so we will definitely see the ebb and flow. But I wanted to just briefly thank some of the great folks that helped to pull this together. And I wanted to thank Courtney Whitmore, who did our publicity, and is one of our officers. She did an awful lot of work pulling the program together and everything else. I wanted to thank Laura Gentry and Aubrey Maynard, two of our distance students who are online, I hope, who did a tremendous amount of background and administrative work, and Adam Mosseri, who is our NDSA student president, who has also obviously been instrumental in pulling this together. I want to thank Lauren Schroeder, who volunteered today, and Kevin Barton, who has been our digital liaison, who has done a tremendous amount of work to pull all the technology together to make this run today. Our officers at NDSA are fabulous. I leave emails many times in the middle of the night with a great idea I had, and I get to my computer in the wee hours of the morning and I see it's already been taken care of. So you guys are absolutely great and make the school look really good, so I really appreciate that. I also want to thank Dean Yee, who is so supportive. I consider her our cheerleader. She is absolutely so enthusiastic and energetic and excited for the things that we're accomplishing and this program today, so I really appreciate that. And also Stephen Bajali, our associate dean, who is crazy enough to let us engage in our creativity, so I want to thank him. So with that, I will turn it over to Adam, who is going to begin the program.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Adam Mosseri, and I am the current Wayne State University NDSA Student Organizations President. I'd like to welcome everyone to this year's second annual Colloquium titled Coverage and Ingest Building a Toolbox. I'd like to take this time to mention some of the outstanding accomplishments that our organization has completed over the past calendar year. To begin with, I'd like to mention the Fedora and DSpace Digital Preservation NDSA National Conference that we went to last year. Last year, our group of students, a very dedicated group, worked on two projects, one titled DSpace and the other one titled Fedora. In Fedora, we scanned, indexed, and documented a process for a workflow of issues for the Detroit Sunday Journal. And in DSpace, we created an archive of the history of WSU's SLIS program. The program is currently 50 years old, and we are continuing that project even today with a very dedicated group of volunteers. The tasks for the DSpace project also include scanning, indexing, and documenting, and both of these projects could not have been completed without the help of our distant students, who not only engage in metadata processing, but also who are very reliable and are in constant communication with us. This is a very collaborative effort, and we are very fortunate that our students here, as Dean Yee and Professor Schroeder have mentioned, are very dedicated. I would also like to mention another presentation that the NDSA participated in. We put in a proposal to speak at the International Digital Curation Conference, and it was accepted, and one of our own, Margaret Diaz, went to the conference to present Data Implementation at a Distance, a collaborative partnership at Wayne State University utilizing Fedora Commons and DSpace. This poster presentation was presented in California, and over the course of the presentation, she discussed not only the collaborative effort that we did that past summer in Fedora and DSpace, but also how we coordinated and how we came together as a group to pull together a project that we did not see. We just did not see the light at the end of the tunnel. I would also like to take a moment to mention the bake sale, which we completed last month. We held 2 bake sales, and without our dedicated students, we raised over $200 for travel expenses, which we are going to continue building and continue raising funds for current and future endeavors. I'd also like to thank our NDSA officers, our Vice President Aubrey Maynard, our Secretary Laura Gentry, our Marketing and Events Courtney Whitmore, our Research Officers Margaret Diaz and Laura Smith, our Digital Liaison Kevin Barton, and our Faculty Advisor Kim Schroeder. Without their dedication and exceptional work, this event today would not have been possible. So thank you very much, and we are going to move on to the first presentation. Our first presentation is titled Untitled Hidden Track, Born Digital Content Preservation Service at UIUC. The presentation will be by Tracy Pop, and if she'd like to come up, I'd like to give her a round of applause and invite her. Thank you very much.